Hey Fradcom, Mike here with iSMELL. I want to thank you for checking out the channel today. If this is your first time visiting, I do encourage you to check out my other content. However, if you are a returning subscriber, as I say in every video, yes, I do genuinely love and appreciate the support. Either way, please like, subscribe, click the notification bell. It goes a long way to strengthen the YouTube algorithm, and it ensures that you're able to stay tuned in to future content that I upload. Okay. So first things first, I want to send a special shout out to Tyler with Simply Fragrances. Recently, he uploaded a video. The title of that video was 5 fragrances that boost confidence.
I'm going to tag iSMELL. He's a newer channel. Be sure and check him out. I want to see what fragrances boost your confidence.
He was kind enough to include me into the tag. So you know what? Challenge accepted, bro. Today we're going to be discussing and I'm going to be showcasing 5 fragrances which I use to elevate myself and boost confidence. We have a lot of information to get through in this review, guys. I'll see y'all on the other side of the intro. Okay, so before I get any further along in this video, I do want to preface by admitting that there will be a degree of recency bias as it relates to the fragrances being showcased. Every one of the fragrances that I showcase will in fact be fragrances that are in my current summer rotation. Had this video been done during the colder season, the colder months of the year, I would have undoubtedly chose different fragrances. Secondly, I feel it advantageous to differentiate self-esteem versus self-confidence. Self-esteem stems from feelings, whereas self-confidence is performance-based. I state that because I do feel that at times the fragrance community is overly preoccupied with compliments. Just be assured that self-confidence does not stem from the external validation of others. It stems from an internal self-assurity in one's self. I personally do not wear fragrances for the sole purpose of getting compliments. I wear fragrances because it elevates my mood and helps me confidently conquer whatever it is I'm going out to do that day. So now that I'm off my soapbox, let's get into talking about some fragrances. Okay, so the first fragrance that I'm going to highlight today comes from the house of Dior, and that's Oh Savage. Oh Savage was a fragrance that was launched in 1966, so it is a bit dated. However, I feel like this scent profile in general is amazing. This is a fragrance that I reach for during the day as it exudes a quiet, laid-back confidence. This is the type of fragrance you wear for yourself. This is not going to be a projection beast compliment monster. Oh Savage is classified as a citrus aromatic, however it does have many fougere type qualities about it, especially in the dry down. Notable notes on this fragrance is going to include lemon, basil, coriander, carnation, and oak moss. The best way to describe the way this fragrance smells is to imagine those yellow lemon head candies. The way those taste is the way this smells in the opening. It is very sour, very tart, very lemony in the opening. The dry down is reminiscent and akin to the Barbasol shaving cream. Throughout the life of this fragrance though, the coriander will peek through and it gives it an herbaceous, cleanly note similar and akin to soap, as well as carnation, which kind of has a clove-like feeling. The atomizer is good for the price point. Price point is about $100, and this will be my fragrance of the day. Smells very complex, smells very masculine, smells like money, smells like a laid-back, confident man. This is the type of fragrance you can wear around the house, to the grocery store, just running around doing errands throughout the day. You can overspray this fragrance. It's not gonna last forever, however, you can reapply. If you want to feel laid back and confident, Oh Savage by Dior is an amazing choice. Okay, so the second fragrance that I'm going to be highlighting today is a timeless scent profile for the refined gentleman, and this is a fragrance that I reach for when I want my confidence reinforced. It comes from the house of Acqua di Gio, and that's Acqua di Gio Profumo. Acqua di Gio Profumo is a fragrance that was launched in 2015 and is classified as an aromatic aquatic. The notable notes on this fragrance will include sea notes, sage, rosemary, incense, and patchouli. Upon first spraying this fragrance, you are gonna get that original Acqua di Gio Pour Homme DNA, which is synonymous with this brand. It's almost a 1-to-1. You get that throughout the life of the fragrance. However, in the heart notes, you also get rosemary and sage. They are both related to the mint family, so that will give this fragrance a cooling effect. It works great during the summer. So yeah, you get that aqua DNA and then a cooling minty DNA, and it will dry down with the incense and patchouli to give this fragrance a refinement to mature the fragrance, and it will increase the performance of this fragrance as well. The atomizer is on par for the price point. Smells amazing. Price point for the 4.5 ounce is gonna be approximately $100 if you get it at discounters. Just be aware that at that $100 price point, if you get it retail, you're only gonna get like 2.5 ounces. So this is a fragrance that I without a doubt recommend that you pick up at the discounters. At the number 2 spot, and no, they are not in any particular order, Acqua di Gio Profumo. Okay, so the third fragrance I want to showcase today comes from Adolfo Dominguez, and that's Aqua Fresca Citrus Sedro. Aqua Fresca Citrus Sedro is a fragrance that was launched in 2018 and is classified as a citrus aromatic. The DNA scent profile that you're going to get is akin to that Dior cologne and the Jimmy Choo Man Ice and the Mercedes-Benz cologne. However, this one is differentiated in the sense that there are spices and woody notes added in. It will give this fragrance a bit of depth and better performance. The notable notes on this fragrance will include the grapefruit and the ginger, as you see in many of the fragrances with the scent profile. However, you also get pink pepper and cedarwood. The atomizer for this fragrance is on par for the price point. Price point being about $80 if you get it within the US. You can purchase it cheaper outside the US. Just be prepared that you will have to pay an extravagant amount of shipping. This fragrance is an awesome alternative to your Dior Homme cologne type scent profiles. This fragrance is fresh, invigorating, and great for working out. All those things work well in unison to reinforce confidence. The number 3 spot, Aqua Fresca Citrus Sedro. Okay, so I think we've established at this point that confidence and well-being are interwoven. We also need to address the elephant in the room, and that is that fragrance addiction is real. If you're spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for fragrances when you don't have the money, it will without a doubt wreck your mental state. Having said that, you don't need to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to smell good. In this case, you only need to spend $30. The next fragrance I'm talking about today comes from the house of Armaf, and that's Nuit. So Nuit was a fragrance that was launched in 2015, and it is classified as an aromatic spicy. The main takeaway to take away from this fragrance is that it is essentially a 1-to-1 with a way more expensive fragrance from Creed called Green Irish Tweed. To somebody outside the fragrance community, to the uninitiated nose, and to just the everyday person, this essentially is going to be a 1-to-1 with Green Irish Tweed, and nobody is going to be able to tell the difference. If you do like cool water, then you will without a doubt like this fragrance as well. The notable notes on this fragrance include lemon verbena, lavender, violet, and ambergris. This is a bitter lemon floral fragrance that has a beautiful dry down of lavender and ambergris. Listen, you guys, at the end of the day, smelling good increases confidence. Just know that you do not have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to smell good. In this case, you only have to spend $30. At the 4th spot today, Nuit by Armaf. Okay, so last but not least is a fragrance that quite possibly is my favorite fragrance at this point. This is a scent profile. This specific cologne in general is a fragrance that I will have on my shelf for the remainder of my fragrance journey. Confidence stems from not being preoccupied with other people's external validation. One thing that I am assured of is that this fragrance just works for me. Comes from the house of Chanel, that's Bleu de Chanel EDP. This fragrance was launched in 2010. Notable notes will include grapefruit, ginger, incense, amber, and woody notes. This fragrance opens up with a bitter, rich grapefruit note, and it will dry down to a nice, warm, ambery, musky, incensey type dry down. This fragrance is amazing, you guys. It's perfectly blended, perfectly mass appealing. I love wearing it anytime. It's super versatile. If you just want one fragrance in general, if you're just looking for one fragrance out of all of these fragrances that I listed today, this one is going to be the most versatile. So yeah, I don't know what else can be said about a fragrance that so much has already been said about. Last but not least, Bleu de Chanel EDP. Okay, you guys, so those are 5 fragrances currently within my summer rotation right now that I use to elevate myself and boost confidence. I want to thank Tyler with Simply Fragrance for including me in the tag. Thank you, brother. I really do appreciate it. I do want to include and forward this tag on over to a few people. Some of them include Hazy Fragrances, House of Kollasus, My 2 Cents, as well as Calis, Groom. This is a super interesting tag concept, so I would be interested to hear what fragrances y'all use to boost y'all's confidence. If you like fragrance related content, if you like this video specifically, again, I do encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Until then, you guys, y'all take care. Stay safe. Bye.